Tough assignment for the Badgers on Saturday, a road trip to the Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor as the Badgers took on second-ranked Michigan. We'll check out some of the highlights from that game. The week began with a Tuesday night win against UCLA, an 80-72 victory against the Bruins. We'll get you caught up on all things Wisconsin basketball. We'll hear from one of the newcomers, specifically freshman Zach Kinziger, who's been getting some floor time here in recent weeks. And we'll have our weekly chat with head coach Gard, all coming up on this week's edition of the Badgers Sports Report.
Set the standard. Set the standard. Let's go.
Nice bounce, Rapp. Rapp left lane line. Out to Blackwell. Stamps off a three. Right pocket. Book it.
Scores! Badgers win it in overtime. Wisconsin Badgers have won the Frozen Four championship. The Badgers advance to the Sweet 16. Off the backboard for two from Destiny Howell.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health and is brought to you by Hy-Vee and by Construction Business Group, by Gruber Law Offices, and by WEA Member Benefits.
Have you heard people say women's sports are having a moment?
It's not a moment.
Moments are fleeting. They come and they go.
This isn't just a moment.
But success is nothing new at Wisconsin.
History in Wisconsin.
There's a history here.
8 championships.
So let's celebrate women's sports for what it really is.
It's not a moment.
It's not a moment.
It's a movement.
And you're invited to come along for the ride.
UW Health, proud title sponsor of Badger Women's Sports.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. So easy. A smile lights it up, apologizes, and welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Out between the circles, a flip for Boyd. Shot clock is at 7. Boyd against Burnett, feeds Blackwell on the right side, tries a three. Good. John Blackwell with his second three. He has 10 points here in the first half. Off the rim and out, no good. The rebound, Morez Johnson of Michigan. And his outlet picked off by Winter. Feeds Janicki. Jack drives to the cup and drops it down. Jack Janicki as the Badgers pay off the Michigan turnover. Gathered by Adai Mara, ahead to Kaysen, left of the lane. He goes to the goal. That's blocked by Carrington. Blackwell, a lead feed to Boyd down the lane to the rim. Layup good.
What a defensive play by Braden there to get back, get that deflection.
Andrew Rohde going to Bielyauskas, open three, straight on, straight in for Alexis Bielyauskas, his second three, and we're tied at 40. Wisconsin trying to get the lead for the first time today. Blackwell on the left wing. Blackwell hooks it back to Winter, open three, left wing, book it, and Wisconsin takes the lead for the first time. And high screen, Bielyauskas. Boyd will use it, drops it back to Alexis for three, good again! Alexis Bielyauskas with 3 triples. Picked up by Mara, small versus a big. Boyd crossed him over in the lane. Kick out Alexis, open three, right pocket. Yes, sir! Count it! And a foul is called. They're going to get a foul against Wisconsin. Out between the circles. He'll throw it to Carrington. He'll try a three left of the circle. Money! Braden Carrington, Badgers 9 of 9, 7 of 7 from deep. Sends it to Boyd. Shot clock at 12. Boyd driving right of the lane, goes to the cup. Reverse layup is good. Nick Boyd putting on a show. He has 20. Blackwell high on the right. Feeds Winter on the left side. Back to John. Blackwell driving off the left wing. Fades, flips, hits from the left baseline. Blackwell goes mid-range. Blackwell gets an Alexis screen. Blackwell for three, straight on. Short, no good. Rebound, Carrington. Now Rohde for three. He hit it. Andrew Rohde a triple. 88-84 Wisconsin. 2:52 to play. Here comes Cadeau against Boyd. Cadeau front court down to 7 seconds. Lindeborg with 5. Hands off to Gale. Contested three. Off the rim, no. Rebound, Johnson, no. And the Badgers win it. They take down Michigan in Ann Arbor. What a fantastic performance from Greg Gard's Wisconsin Badgers as they send Michigan down for the first time this season.
What a performance. What an answer by this team as well. They just stayed together. They guarded.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. Equipment that powers through mud, dust, and extreme weather. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers.
Well, Badger fans are well aware there are 8 newcomers, all of whom are playing. 4 transfers and now 4 freshmen, with Zach Kinziger getting into the rotation a couple of weeks ago. We thought this would be a good time to just get an update, particularly on the freshmen. Maybe we'll throw a sophomore in there as well as we visit with Badgers head coach Greg Gard. We've talked many times on this platform, radio platforms. This is an older person's game, the college game right now, and yet you've got 4 freshmen. Mature kids, I think, but freshmen nonetheless. From when you first saw them, and when Hayden Jones and Alexis Bielauskas, they got here late, but from when they first set foot on the campus to where they are now, how would you assess where these guys are?
I think they've all have accelerated their games in different ways, and I think obviously we've talked about the age difference. Even though Alexis is a freshman, he's 20, so he's 2 years older, 3 years older than a Will Garlock, for example. And the experiences that both him and Hayden Jones bring from their international experience, I think, make them maybe in terms of playing experience a little bit older than guys coming right out of the U.S. in high school. But I think all 4 of them have done a good job. They're all very mature. They understand what winning needs to look like, and the preparation and the work that goes into that. So it's a matter of them getting the experience. They all will get a little bigger, stronger, and the experience. Anytime they can get laps around the track, so to speak, I think it really, you watch them. I've watched Kinziger, for example, grow immensely in the last 45 days, just with getting more and more comfortable with the college environment, and obviously you have 2 guys that are not in their home countries, which is a big adjustment in itself. So I'm really happy with all 4. And the fact that what they're about, they're going to be here for the long term, it really looks like. I think they're about the right things, and looking forward to watching them continue to develop and help us this year, and then continue to build for the future.
And you can still see, and I think Badger fans, particularly Wisconsin basketball fans, appreciate anybody who contributes at a high level. But guys like Kinziger and Garlock, in talking with Zach Kinziger recently, I asked him about just the process of being a Badger, and he said when Coach Gard offered, there wasn't a lot of stress involved here, because this is living a dream.
Right.
Will Garlock came to a lot of games, followed the Badgers growing up. that still can happen, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's, you still have to, as much as our world is spinning in other areas, you still, that core, that heart of your program, the pillars of your program still are built around Wisconsin kids and Minnesota kids, Midwest regional. I think the international, when you find the right connection, really in for the long haul, understanding, and that's the key. You got to keep a core, of at least hopefully close to half your roster that is really into the long haul and has that type of mindset.
Yeah, Hayden Jones saying look forward to the next 4 years being here. And it's interesting, too, when you talk to guys like that who played in the FIBA U19 World Cup in Switzerland. And in the case of Hayden Jones, really good finish for New Zealand. I asked him about the talent level in an event like that, and he said, well, really high, but everybody's the same age. And when you play here, if it was the BYU game, Purdue, et cetera, that's when you get your welcome to college moment, I guess.
Yeah, you have a 5-year difference there. You're playing 18 against 23, and in most cases you're going to be playing against the better teams that we've seen. All are going to have, for example, the Purdue core that we saw here recently. They've got 3 guys that have had 150 games together, a core that's been together for 4 years. This core's been together for 4 months. So we've just got to continue to grow, and I'm not a very patient guy, but I try to exercise a little bit of patience as we keep walking forward.
And the sophomore I was referring to at the top, Austin Rapp, who is adjusting as well. He's from Melbourne, Australia. He played at Portland. He said one of the things you got to be careful about here is how you walk. Don't those patches of ice kind of sneak up on you. Not so much a thing at home, but he seems to have embraced the university and the shooting. You have ups and downs. Everybody has that, but as a total package, you like where,
Yeah, I think he understands, he knows he's not where he needs to be from a physical strength standpoint, and how that is so important at this level, which is not anything, it's not a surprise to him or us. We talked about that when he made the move, that it was going to be much deeper water, and the physicalness of the game, the strength required, and it affects all your game. I think as he gets stronger and continues to change his body as he goes forward, the offense will become even more consistent. It'll become a more consistent shooter because of the strength factor, and he's an elite shooter. They're all going to go through, shooters go through ups and downs. You keep taking the right ones, but I think for him, it's a matter of understanding and embracing and knowing, hey, I'm not swinging a big enough hammer right now, but his want to is there. He wants to, just a matter of it's going to take some time to get his physique where it needs to be.
And with shooters or with teams as well, even teams right now who haven't lost yet, there's probably something going on that fans don't know about. We've seen that with teams here, like great teams, everything's got to be great. Well, there's always something. Everybody on your staff knows that. There's the ups and downs of a season. Your veteran players, Blackwell, Winter, there's an urgency. You want to get better every day, but don't let yourself believe that you can't play well, because you know you can.
That's where veteran players, and a lot of veteran players, go through less ups and downs because they've been through it. They don't get it doesn't affect them mentally near as much as maybe what a younger player does. And the other thing you keep in mind is they're not robots, right? We're not writing a computer program. They're not going to be consistent. You want them to be, but typically with younger players and less experienced players and players that haven't been together, it's not even less experience, just a core that's been together, you're going to have a little bit more of the tidal wave type of roll through a season, specifically in the front half, and hopefully by the time you get to the back half, you're a much more connected, well-oiled machine.
The one thing that's pretty obvious watching these guys, too, as much as there is a business component to this now, they're still very, very competitive. They don't like losing. They want to play well. That, it looks like, has not changed.
No, that hasn't, and I think that's part of your core, like we talked about, our older guys that have been here and understand what winning looks like, what it smells like, what it tastes like, and that's for guys that are new to the program that maybe haven't touched that success. You got to learn what it entails. It's not just, it doesn't happen on game nights. It's a lot of stuff from a physical and mental standpoint before you get there that prepares you for those moments.
All right, Badgers coming off one road trip and right back on the road Tuesday night, playing at the Barn, Williams Arena in Minneapolis, a 6 o'clock tip against the Gophers on Tuesday evening. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badgers Sports Report. Have you heard people say women's sports are having a moment?
It's not a moment.
Moments are fleeting. They come and they go.
This isn't just a moment.
But success is nothing new at Wisconsin.
History in Wisconsin.
There's a history here.
Age championship.
So let's celebrate women's sports for what it really is.
It's not a moment.
It's not a moment,
It's a movement.
and you're invited to come along for the ride.
UW Health, proud title sponsor of Badger Women's Sports.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
All the newcomers are in the rotation for the Wisconsin Badgers this year. 4 transfers and all 4 freshmen, 2 from the state of Wisconsin, 2 international players. Let's talk to one of Wisconsin's own, Zach Kinziger out of De Pere, getting in there. Life comes at you fast. I know you've had a lot of questions here in recent days or in the last couple of weeks. The intention at first was to redshirt, and now that is not happening. Take us through that process for you and what it's been like these first couple of outings getting out on the floor.
Yeah, so coming in the summer, I just came in with mentality of working every day, getting better, getting to know my teammates, getting more comfortable with the system. And then fall rolled around, and I probably wasn't ready enough to play yet. So me and Coach Gard had some conversations if redshirting may be in my best interest this year. So he said we'll just kind of play it by ear, and I'll be on an on-need basis basically if ever I'm playing well or if ever the team needs me, whatever they need. So I just kept playing my role every single day in practice, just trying to help out our starting group to prepare for the upcoming games, to be honest. And then I started getting a little more comfortable, started playing well, and Coach thought that maybe I could provide something in the games this year, whether it's a spark off the bench, give Nick Boyd a little bit of a break, whatever it may be. So now I'm here and I'm in a position where I'm just I'm off redshirt. I'm not in between anymore. I'm playing now. So whenever the team needs me, I'm going to go and do whatever I can to help get a win.
What was it like as you go through the game day routine that first time against Central Michigan? What was that day like for you, and what did it mean to you to be able to step on the floor?
My routine, never really changed. I still would come in, early, get my shots up, get my ball handling. Same routine, same everything. But, there's just a little bit more anticipation, obviously, knowing that Coach Gard told me that I was going to get on the floor tonight. And all my teammates knew that, too, so they could tell I was a little bit more amped up, a little more ready to go. Coach Gard asked me as the national anthem was going on, he's like, you a little nervous? I'm like, a little bit, but once I got out there, got stepping with the guys, everything kind of settled down. And now I'm just trying to get more comfortable each and every game.
My guess is he would say it's good that you are nervous. That means you care.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, absolutely.
You get to check a lot of boxes. Your first this, your first that. When you knocked down that first 3, I think there were a lot of smiles that had to feel good. Okay, this works. I did this a lot in high school, and now it works here too.
Yeah, it was kind of a weight, lifted off my shoulder a little bit just to see that first bucket go in. And it was really cool to see the whole team just kind of rally behind me too. Everyone, show support. And that's really cool to see. That's what you want out of a team, that everyone's kind of, got each other's back, in thick and thin. So now moving forward, just trying to add to that column whenever I can.
Coach Gard has, in describing you, he has used the word bulldog quite a bit. I mean, you can score. We have seen that. But I think he's referring to defensively, getting into guys, diving on the floor for loose balls. Has that always been a part of the game you've taken a lot of pride in?
Yeah, for sure. I think that starts with, playing with my brothers back in the driveway, back playing with my older brother, John. Just things that I had to do, to get on the floor, and that was kind of my mentality coming in to Wisconsin here. Like, everyone can play. Everyone can offensively shoot the ball, dribble, attack, finish. So I think that's really what gave me confidence then offensively, was to kind of bring that defense up a little bit, and it's actually what probably helped me get on the floor this year already.
I was going to ask you about your brother. Anyway, I'm glad you brought him up. Walk us back a couple of years, 30-0, state champs. How many times were you guys pushed? How many close games did you guys have?
I think we had 2 games under 10.
Okay.
One was against Wisconsin Lutheran, and one was against Kettle Moraine. I remember pretty vividly. That was a fun season. So One was actually out on the Kohl Center floor. We beat Kettle Moraine by I think like 8 or 9. But that was a great season. Obviously playing with my brother. My dad was a coach. So that's something that I'll never forget. And it was really cool at the time. I was not committed to Wisconsin when I won the state championship out on that floor. So it's really cool to kind of see my journey and my growth through those years to be where I'm at now. And that team is something I'll look back for the rest of my life for sure.
You should, yeah. That's 30-0. That's really, really hard to do. Well, maybe not. You only got tested a couple of games, but was being a Badger something that you had not been offered yet, but was that something that you'd always had in your mind growing up, thinking, man, if somehow this could work out, I could be a Badger?
For sure. That's when I got the offer to be a Badger. You can ask Coach Gard. I didn't put much stress on him on where I was planning to go. I made it pretty easy on him and the staff recruiting-wise, just because I've grown up watching the Badgers my whole life, in state obviously. Hadn't been to too many in-person games, but just watching them on TV. Obviously Frank Kaminsky, Sam Decker, the guys that everybody talks about when you talk about Badger history, really led me to be a fan and to let me fulfill my dream now is really cool.
Could you let yourself, I don't know, I think I could guess at the answer. I'll ask you anyway. When you're out on the floor, can you give yourself a minute and say, look at me now. Look at what I'm doing.
Yeah, I definitely try to soak in the moment, kind of look around the arena a little bit, but only for a second, because I know that I'm out there for a reason, and the reason's to help win ball games here, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I know my time's going to go fast here, so I am trying to soak in every single moment that I can with my teammates, with my coaches, but at the end of the day, I'm here to get a job done.
Go back to your brother, John. Illinois State's pretty good. And he's having a pretty good year as a junior. I would imagine you're keeping close tabs. You guys still stay in touch, I'm sure, pretty often?
Absolutely. I watch all of his games when I can, when we don't conflict, and I know he watches all of mine. And it's really cool to see what he's doing there and how good their team has been this year. They're on a roll right now, just starting conference play up. So I'm excited to see what they can do moving forward. I would love to maybe see him in the tournament too, match up. That would be pretty cool. So we'll see if it comes down to it, but he's doing his thing, I'm doing mine, and we're still staying in touch though.
Who wins the one-on-one games?
I get asked this question a lot. And I'm obviously, I'm gonna say myself. He would, if you asked him, he would say himself, but it's always been close through the years. We're both ultra competitors, so I think that's really what has helped us grow and be where we are at today.
That's what makes both you guys good, right? There's a lot
Absolutely.
of confidence. All right.
Absolutely.
We look forward to watching his continued growth as well. He's Zach Kinziger. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. So easy. A smile lights it up. Apologizes. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health and is brought to you by Hy-Vee and by Construction Business Group, by Gruber Law Offices, and by WEA Member Benefits.
A nice effort on the part of the penalty kill of Wisconsin.
Oh, look at this.
There's a break. Shapovalov going in all alone. Shot goal! Shapovalov gets the short-handed goal. And the Badgers take a 2-0 lead.
Oh.
Wow, what a goal by Shapovalov.
Oh, just a beautiful short-hander. She takes it from about the blue line once we popped it out of the zone all the way to the other end and beats Gascon clean. with a high wrist shot up under the bar.
Tassie, Finley, and Dexheimer draw one. Finley fires and scores! Right off the bat, Morrissey won it back to Dexheimer, swung it right to Finley, a one-timer. Long lead feed, Fitzgerald with it, sweeps it back, Finley scores! What a play! Dexheimer heaved the feed all the way down midair, brought down to the left hand of Fitzgerald, who then pivoted near the goal line and found Finley wide open in front.
The Badgers will be right back on the road, a Tuesday night matchup against the Minnesota Golden Gophers up at Williams Arena. Then they come back home. Alumni Day. A lot of former Badger basketball players will be at the Kohl Center as Wisconsin takes on Rutgers. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Every farmer wants to up their uptime, so we purposefully designed our tractors and implements to keep you in the field. Tailored for your operation, Case IH tractors are intuitive to use, easy to maintain, packed with the latest tech, and backed by dealer support you can trust. Because Case IH equipment isn't just built to work, it's built to work for you. Case IH, built by farmers.
Have you heard people say women's sports are having a moment?
It's not a moment.
Moments are fleeting. They come and they go.
This isn't just a moment.
But success is nothing new at Wisconsin.
History in Wisconsin.
There's a history here.
8 championships.
So let's celebrate women's sports for what it really is.
It's not a moment.
It's not a moment.
It's a movement.
And you're invited to come along for the ride.
UW Health, proud title sponsor of Badger Women's Sports.